Hi everyone, Gilliam Elliott here. Are you building a medical tourism company and putting in the work but not seeing the results you expected? Most people who enter this industry believe that if they just work hard enough, they'll eventually figure it out. But hard work alone isn't the answer. The real reason many medical tourism startups struggle has nothing to do with effort or passion. Today I'm going to break down 5 reasons medical tourism startups fail and what you need to do instead so you build a company that generates consistent revenue. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future educational videos on medical travel. You know, one thing I've noticed after being in this industry for years is that the businesses that struggle often have one thing in common. They are typically the ones that took too long to get the business set up. And the truth is, the longer it takes you to start generating income for the business, the less likely your business is to survive. The way you launch your business from day one determines everything. With that said, here are 5 reasons medical tourism startups fail and what you need to do instead. Reason number 1, trying to figure out everything alone. This is a common pattern I see. A motivated person enters the medical tourism space full of energy, ready to build something, and then they spend the next 6 months, sometimes longer, trying to figure out marketing, trying to build a website, trying to learn how to legally protect their business, and the list goes on. But here's the thing, none of this is unique to medical tourism. In every industry, there are people who take this route. And in every industry, the outcome is typically the same. It's not because they lack effort. It's not because they aren't smart enough. It almost always comes down to this. Either they believe they can figure it out on their own, or they are unwilling to invest in proper training. And while they're spending months trying to figure out things through trial and error, their business is losing momentum before it ever gets off the ground. Reason number 2 is underestimating the value of time. You have to understand something about starting a business. The longer it takes you to get started and bring in clients, the less likely it is that the business will succeed. Every week you spend figuring out the basics is a week potential clients choose someone else. Think about it this way. Even the best athletes in the world have coaches. The most successful executives have mentors, and building a medical tourism company is no different. The fastest way to start generating clients is not by figuring it out on your own. It's by getting the proper guidance on how to start and grow a medical tourism agency from the ground up. Reason number 3 is not building trust before trying to sell. Put yourself in the patient's shoes for a moment. You're traveling to a country you've never visited before, you're preparing for a medical procedure far away from home, and you're trusting someone you've never met in person to coordinate everything for you. That person needs to feel like an insider, not just a middleman. Patients hire facilitators based on trust. And trust is built long before any conversation about working together ever happens. This is where your certifications and accreditations matter. And it's where the testimonials on your website and your social media does the work for you. This shows patients your track record before you ever have a conversation with them. And that's what wins clients. Reason number 4 is not knowing what makes you different. In this industry, your story and your background is what sets you apart. So take some time and ask yourself what makes you different. What's your story? Maybe you have experience in healthcare or a background in the travel industry. Maybe you've been a medical tourist yourself and you understand what it feels like to navigate the process without the proper guidance. Maybe you have ties to the countries you're promoting, or you're just deeply passionate about helping people access quality healthcare abroad. That kind of authenticity is something competitors can't copy because it's yours. And when your messaging reflects that, patients feel it immediately. Reason number 5 is not having systems in place for running the business. One of the biggest differences between new companies and established ones in this industry is having a clear process for handling clients, medical records, and provider relationships. Without that in place, there's no consistency in how you manage clients and how you manage partner relationships. And in this business, inconsistency puts everyone at risk. Without a clear way to properly screen clients, review and transfer medical records, and vet your healthcare partners, you're leaving yourself and the patients you work with exposed. Always be mindful that you're dealing with real patients and real decisions that can affect their lives. The companies that last in this industry treat this as a priority from day one. If you're ready to build your medical tourism company the right way, the Certified Medical Travel Agent certification gives you the step-by-step roadmap to launch professionally. To learn more about this program, visit the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.